I'm an easily scared man. I got to tell you that. I got to be honest. I frighten. I'm like a lizard, except a little better at conversation. Perhaps not about conversations about insurance. I'm pretty good at those, I guess. Anyway, sometimes when I'm parked, I get a little scared and I got to do something. What would happen if I was at a charger and I couldn't get out? Eric here's got an idea or two. This is Eric from EVject, or perhaps it's EVject. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's EVject.
Oh, it is EVject.
We think it goes a little easier with the tongue.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what do we got going on here? It's very exciting. By the way, I'm Brian. Welcome to my Tesla weekend. Okay, let's check it out.
Well, so here we are in this wonderful winter-like morning in California. So what we have is an adapter that allows you to run away in case of an emergency. So with this, you will actually be able to shift to drive while you're inside of the cabin of the Tesla without having to get out of it. Right now, every single electric vehicle worldwide will not allow you to shift to drive or reverse if you have anything plugged in. Not even charging, just plugged in. That will not allow you to, but we let that be possible. So what you do is, let's say we're at the supercharger, we put the adapter in, plug it in, and if you look at the light of the charger light, it's white. It doesn't recognize anything actually plugged in right now. So what we have to do is click this trigger down here. So once we do, and we look at the light, now it's actually blue, it's communicating. Give it a sec and then it'll start charging.
There we go.
There we go. Everything's good and dandy. Now we go inside of the cabin and take a power nap. Maybe we're road tripping. It's 2 a.m. Something happens. Wow, I wake up. I don't know what to do. I don't want to get out of the car. All I do is click unlock charge port, and when I do that, the EVject, you might be able to hear it, will disconnect. So I'm gonna go ahead and click it. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
That click means, if you look at the light and the flap, that it's disconnected, right?
Yeah.
The car thinks there's no charger. That's why the flap came down. So now I am able to shift to drive. So let me go ahead and get in here, step on the brake, and well, if you step on the brake, you're plugged in normally, it tells you cable is connected. I don't get that. Oh, 1 sec, I need to. Early morning, the car has to wake up as well. Okay, so now I can shift into drive.
And away we go.
And move around while I'm plugged in.
While you're plugged in.
Otherwise impossible without the EVject. Now, the best part is if you end up driving away, we have designed this so it'll actually break at the seam. That way we have the front half stay with the car and the bottom half fall on the ground and protect the charger. Here, let's see if we can get our hands on one of the broken ones so you guys can see it up close. So once you drive away and then the front half is stuck in your car, all you have to do is click unlock charge port, and that will let you pull it out.
No.
Dude, you were supposed to be taking care of him.
So the gecko lost his tail.
Yeah, so this stays with the charging head, hits the ground, protects it from damage, and then this stays in your car. You're sitting right there. These are perfectly fine and safe to touch.
Okay.
Right, at any time. Well,
so this is plugged into the car. This is not going to kill me.
Nope, these are fine. These are fine. In fact, if you look at some other videos out there, I've demonstrated that it's safe to touch them by licking them.
Yeah. Because I would have made that joke had you not.
Great. Well, I'm glad we're on the same vibe here.
Yeah.
So to remove it, all you do is click unlock charge port, and then just pull it out with your hands. You don't need any tools to get it out of your car once it's been broken. Now what we're doing is for the first 1,000. If you send us the footage or the broken parts, then we'll replace it for a free one.
That's great.
We'll replace it with a new one, and then you can go ahead and feel safe again.
And this is 3D printed, very high quality.
So this right here is 3D printed. Now, if you pre-order, we will not send you a 3D printed one. You will get a final injection molded piece, a finalized product, right? And we're planning on being able to deliver all of this by fall, this fall.
And what's the price going to be when they're out?
So right now we're actually selling them for $199, but if you end up using our coupon code from the Tesla Takeover, it'll be 25% off, so it'll be $150.
Great.
Yeah, and right now, if you end up scanning this QR code, right, you will get 25% off, and that'll be $150 for it.
Nice.
And remember, that's with that free replacement. And since you guys are in the Tesla takeover, go ahead. And also you guys who are not at the Tesla takeover, if you scan this QR code from your screen, you can enter a giveaway where we'll be giving some of these free out.
That's awesome. And of course, we have to ask, where'd the idea come from?
Oh. Everybody has that one time when they're supercharging, especially if you're road trip, right? Or there's always that one charger that's a little questionable. Or not only that for yourself, but also what about your sister, your girlfriend, your daughter, your son?
Yeah.
They're young, they don't know what to do yet in this life. I don't want them to have to be in the presence of danger, and if they can avoid it, that is my preferred choice.
Yeah. And you got a little sexy button here.
Yeah, fortunately, a sexy button is even as a hand here. This is connected. If you're unfamiliar with the sexy buttons, there are Bluetooth-enabled buttons that you can connect to essentially work as shortcuts for a bunch of different commands inside your Tesla. Here, we're using it to unlock the charge port. So if you look right now, right, there's a little locking pin. Well, I'm going to click the sexy button. Click, boom. I didn't have to. I didn't have to get in the car or do a bunch of things. We definitely recommend those guys. They're pretty helpful.
It's a very cool product. So tell me again, when?
So
when is it coming out?
So it's coming out where the plans are to be able to deliver by this fall.
Mm-hmm. So we're talking months, barely months.
Yes.
So right around the corner.
Oh, the stress is on.
It's on. It's on. EVject. Apparently it's pronounced that way. So that makes more sense. I think that's a better solution than what I came up with.
It did take a bit of a while to figure out which one was the better one, because initially we were thinking of EVject, but
yeah, oh yeah, that is tough. And it's one of those ones you could just let people choose for themselves and just say, that's great, sir. That's great. Okay, so in the comments, I guess what we'd like to know is, what did we miss? What did we misunderstand? You got to ask the good questions if you want any kind of answers freely. So yeah, and everybody else, subscribe and like and do all that. If you made it this far, you at least owe me a thumbs down. I mean, one of the two. Little secret, it does the same thing in the algorithm, so it doesn't hurt my feelings. So yeah, stay tuned, stay juicy. Can't wait to hear from you clever robots very soon. Eric, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.